mile crater, and you can visit. It's a really cool spot, but they have it closed off for over a mile around. They won't let you go stick your head over the top because it explodes a lot, throws rocks the size of washing machines into the air. But that's where the magma comes from. There's a huge chamber underneath Hale Mau Mau, but it drains down the hill underneath the surface, and then this is where it's actually popping up onto the surface. So this is the only area where you're going to see the lava flowing.
My dad said that volcanoes were like big vents in the earth.
That's right. Yeah, and that's allowing the lava to come up, and that's how these islands form. They're just the top of some of the biggest volcanoes on the planet. Now you'll see a lot of different colors and textures in the flows. There's different types of lava, although they are all compositionally basalt rock. They're not actually quite sure why it does that. It's one of the things they're trying to work out. But you'll also see sulfur deposits. That's the orange and the yellow and the white. And lots of just big holes in the ground where the underground lava tubes have collapsed.
Yeah, I see a little bit of orange over there.
Yep. You'll see a lot of steam and smoke rising up off the ground. That shows us where the active tube is. So a lava tube is, you could think of like a vein in the volcano. That's the way the lava moves. And then where it finds a weak spot, it's able to break out on the surface.
By the way, I have a question.
Yeah.
When we're on the ground, water droplets seem bigger, but when we're up here, the water droplets seem smaller.
I think it's just the type of rain we're getting right now. It's just kind of a mist as opposed to big droplets.
Oh.
There's some pit craters to the left, just collapsed magma chambers.
Yep, I see them.
This volcano is a very sacred place to the native Hawaiians. Said that this is the home of the goddess Pele, who is their volcano and fire goddess. Now there's a big crater, and then on the far side a much smaller crater with a lot of smoke coming up out of it. If you can, you want to look into that smaller crater. There's been some lava activity in there this morning. And we, of course, will come around on both sides, so everybody will get a good view in there. Oh yeah, there's still lava in there. Here, we're going to continue to circle around. There we go. Bunch of lava this morning.
That's really cool.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. The orange stuff kind of reminds me of Mars.
It does, doesn't it? It's very otherworldly, you're right. You can see the lava tube going straight down the hill. This has only been forming since the end of May. That's when we saw the pretty big dramatic shift in the activity.
So you said there were different kinds of lava?
There are, yeah. So the smooth, ropey, kind of shiny stuff is called pohoi hoi. And you'll see areas where there's much rougher patches. That's called aa. Tends to have a darker color, so it's off our left. You see a lot of that on the other side of the island. It almost looks like somebody's come in and like bulldozed it and stacked it up, but it naturally forms that way. So there were two communities out here that unfortunately were destroyed. One of them was called Royal Gardens, and it's actually down here on the hill. All that's left are these patches of rainforest now. But I think 44 homes were destroyed in this little town.
What happened to all the people?
They were okay. They were able to get away. They knew it was coming. And then the other town was called Kalapana, which sits on the eastern edge of the flow. It was destroyed originally starting in 1986, then again in 1990 the lava went down the hill, and then several times since then. And a lot of that community was destroyed. But the residents there have come back and rebuilt a lot of their homes. But there's always a significant risk there where they're living. Here you can see the whole stretch of coastline. 9 miles of this coast is brand new.
Wow.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
If you look down to the left, you're going to see a slight discoloration in the water. That's from particles of black sand that have just been created. They're still suspended. Eventually the current will carry that black sand away down the coastline. And then as we fly offshore, you should see the little streams of lava coming down the hill.
Yeah. The weather here is really weird. Like, there's gaps in the clouds and the sun is out, but it's also raining at the same time.
Oh, that's crazy, right? That's the crazy Hawaiian weather. It'll rain in the sunshine. There's actually more than one ocean entry today. So you'll see here at this first batch of steam, nice little river of lava coming down the hillside. And then it looks like the next batch, there's a few little rivers there too.
It looks like that path there was blocked off by the lava that came through here.
It was. Unfortunately, that road that they spent $12 million rebuilding was covered just a couple weeks ago.
I think I see a little bit of lava.
Yeah, there's actually 4 or 5